actually a lot of Titans in the game. And I mean a lot. 1, 2, 3. Give me a second. Did I count that right? 25? There's 25 Titans. Well, guess what? We're going to rank them all in order today. Whoa! Buckle up. Grab your popcorn. Grab your Hopeless Bot plushie. Imagine if that existed. And let's go to number 25. I swear there's more, though. Non-existent editor guy. Are you sure there's 25? This is useless. But coming out at number 25, there did end up being more Titans overall, so I have to awkwardly tell you to resort to the top left and don't listen to the words I say. The top left corner is right. I'm wrong. The one you weren't expecting. Yeah, it's going to be the camera attack helicopter. It's because... boop! Right there. It places down Titan Cameraman, and theoretically, that is the weakest Titan in all of Toy Tower Defense. So, that comes dead last. Coming in at 24, 23, and 22, the old goats who have fallen far from grace. You can put these in any varying order that you would like, but we got ourselves the Titan Speaker Man, the Titan TV Man, and the Titan Cameraman. At one point or another, all these units used to be good 9 months ago. The fact of the matter is, every single update, every single Skibidi episode, units are always going to get stronger. Toilets are going to get stronger. So there's always just going to be more and more stronger stuff. With that being said, things like 5,000 damage per second, that single attack only, that is just not going to do it anymore. Titan Cameraman, 7,500 damage, single attack only. His range is decent though. But if you had to rank these in order, it'd be Titan Speaker Man 24, Titan Cameraman 23, Titan TV Man 22. I believe that one day these Titans will be strong again. However, today's not that day. Coming up next on the list at number 21 is going to be the SAW upgraded Titan Cameraman. One of the 3 units that came out during the big massive Titan update and the exclusive injured crate. The SAW Titan does a pretty big amount of 34,000 damage. The only problem is, it's only single attack. And on top of this, the SAW upgraded Titan Cameraman is similar to a lot of other upgraded Titan Cameraman. But it doesn't have a railgun, a shield, core protection, missing both cameras on the left side, and the camera on the right side. And its right arm is a saw instead of a shield generator. So, yeah, a much weaker upgraded Titan Cameraman. And coming in at number 20... wait, where is it? Over there. I'm not going to waste my time explaining this unit. It's not good. It sucks. The reason why it's actually going to be higher than the number 19 counterpart, which is actually the upgraded Titan Speaker Man, is because of the upgrade path. Let me show you something. So let me place the UTS that costs 1,000 a place versus the 2,000 Titan Cinema Man, okay? A level 1 upgrade on the UTS is 1,000. The level 1 on the Titan Cinema Man is 2,000. This is already off. They're already costing 2,000 to place. The next level up on the UTS is 2,000. The next level up on the Titan Cinema Man is double again. The next on the UTS is going to be 4,000, which is pretty heavy. But once again, the Titan Cinema Man costs 1,000 more. Also, just so you guys know, the UTS is the higher DPS unit right now with more range. So go ahead and do 6,000 to fully upgrade the upgraded Titan Speaker Man. While the Titan Cinema Man needs a whopping 8,000 and then another 15,000 to max out. To then barely be better than the UTS. It sucks. It's terrible. Either way, the reason why the UTS is at 19 over the SAW is because of its AoE and splash. If the upgraded Titan Speaker Man were to be used solely in like nightmare mode or endless mode, the UTS, in my opinion, would be better. That's why it's 19. Coming at number 18, I do have the Titan Drill Man. And the reason why I actually have the Titan Drill Man over the SAW is, one, I don't know what this inside area does, but I'm convinced he does more damage inside of it. But also because of how cheap the Titan Drill Man is to fully upgrade. So it costs 750 to place, 1250 there, 3000 there, 5000 there, and then he's already fully maxed. So you can get a 25,000 damage per second unit and a lick of a second. And for that reason, I see it being more valuable, which in my opinion makes it stronger than the SAW. Because yes, the SAW does do 9,000 damage per second more, but look at how much he costs to fully upgrade in comparison. He costs quite a bit more, and he's 2 levels higher. In turn, in my opinion, making the Titan Drill stronger at number 18. And coming in at number 17 of the strongest Titans, I hate to do it, but he belongs here. It is going to be the upgraded Titan Cameraman. The upgraded Titan Cameraman does a pretty solid 49,000 damage per second, which is crazy. We're at number 17 on the list, and we're already talking about 49,000 damage per second. You guys are going to be shocked at some of the unit rankings that I have in the future. Either way, the reason why he slides down so far is because his AoE sucks. He's only doing see, like, the upgraded Titan Speaker Man could probably go farther than the UTC, honestly. Not really, but it would be pretty close. Just not having a strong form of a splash and or area of effect, it makes you a bad unit. It's unfortunate, but that's just the truth. And that's going to be the reason why the upgraded Titan Cameraman, even after his beautiful reskin, is going to fall at number 17. Despite this unit being injured, it still does triple the damage of the upgraded Titan Speaker Man. I'm talking about none other than the Knife upgraded Titan Speaker Man. The Knife Titan Speaker Man does edge his way over the upgraded Titan Cameraman, mainly because of his AoE. He's actually a pretty strong Titan, can solo Nightmare Mode all on its own, with a grandiose 36,000 damage per second with a pretty big range and AoE. It's also just so cool watching him throw his knife. No other unit works like that. Like, come on, that's bonus points. POV, a unit that used to be in the top 3 is now at number 15. That's going to be the Titan Present Man. If you're wondering why the Titan Present Man is going to be so low on this list, it's because he only does 39,900, basically 40,000 damage per second, which is really, really good. And he does have that chance of doing that 500,000 bomb present. The only thing is, having a range of 40 in this day and age of Toilet Tower Defense is just not big enough. Almost every other unit is going to outrange you, and when you only have 15 slots available, having such finite range for also coming at the massive ticket price of 46,000 to fully max, units are going to end up being better in your place, making the Titan Present Man 15. Oh, how far you fallen. Some people will make an argument that he should be higher. I make the argument that he belongs right here at number 14. That is going to be the upgraded. Hello? Nothing's upgraded about him. It's going to be the Titan Sigma Man. So some key features about the Titan Sigma Man, and the reason why some people will put him higher up on the list, is going to be because his blue lasers are what do normal damage. His purple lasers do higher damage. It does a 10x damage multiplier, which is kind of weird. His green is confirmed to do normal damage, which is also slowing. The black beam, if you ever see it, is 10x damage, and it also does stun. And his yellow beam, when you see the nerd symbol shooting out of it, that is also just a higher cooldown rate. It's basically just doing 2x. So basically, this unit is kind of a mixed bag of RNG. You don't actually know what damage you're doing. And so for that reason, I am going to put it at 14 with a big whopping 40,000 damage per second with a range of 65. I think having the Sigma so far down the list is going to be a hot take. Bear with me. A lot of you guys are about to say, Hopeless at number 13. How could you not have the Titan Sigma there? It's because I have the Titan Bunny Cameraman, which if you look at them on the surface, the Titan Bunny and Titan Sigma Man are really close. And you guys say, but the Titan Sigma has all those special abilities. I make the argument that in itself, Pierce is just inherently better than everything that the Sigma could do anyways. Being able to pierce through toilets, in my opinion, makes you one of the most valuable units. Because placements like this make you extremely valuable, especially when stacked up top of each other with a little bit of a range boost. You become absolutely broken. And it's for that reason that I put the Titan Bunny at 13 over the Titan Sigma Man. Trust me, I told you, you have to let me explain sometimes. A unit that I didn't realize was so inherently good is actually going to be the Toxic upgraded Titan Cameraman. And I know what you're thinking, how is this better than the Titan Bunny and the Titan Sigma? The reason is, he actually has a really good damage per second of 45,000, being higher than the Titan Sigma and the Titan Bunny Cameraman. But most importantly, he might not do AoE or Pierce, but he does have that juicy blast range, with a tile range of 14, which does in fact do the trick. But the most important reason why he ends up being higher up on the list at 13 is going to be due to his toilet slowing. He makes every other unit better around him, and he just buffs himself by making everything else slower and slow down the game. Ultimately, in my opinion, making him the better overall unit, making him number 13. Honestly, forgot how good this guy was. Probably the best, most accessible Titan in my opinion. It is actually insane how this unit doesn't scratch the top 10. But unfortunately, this man has fallen. That is in fact going to be the Titan Clockman. Yes, he does have the time stop ability, but at this point in time, it's actually the worst time stop ability in all of the game. It's still good though, having the ability to, stop time for a whole 10 seconds. Regardless of that, he does 50,000 damage per second, which isn't great. Well, it's good. It's really good. The only problem is he has quote-unquote splash. His splash isn't actually splash. He only does splash when he shoots out the green toilets. Or not the green toilets, those green balls. That's why I've always thought the Titan Clockman kind of sucked. He's a fraud splash unit. He's not actually a splash unit. He's a glorified single attack unit. The only reason why he squeaks in at number 11 anyways is because of his innate time stop feature. So yeah, he does not belong in the top 10. I could even argue that he belongs higher up on the list, but that would have felt wrong. So the upgraded Titan Clockman, not upgraded, just the Titan Clockman, locks in at number 11. Now fully into the nitty gritty of the top 10. If you already disagree with some things on the list, this is definitely the place you're going to disagree with more. However, coming in at number 10, I have the Sinister Titan TV Man. In my opinion, there really isn't an argument. This is the most solid 10 unit ever. 60,000 damage per second. He does AoE. He does splash. He does a little bit of slowing. He basically does it all. His range is a little bit small, but the 60,000 damage per second makes up for it with his little bit of slowing. He does slowing with his snowballs. His snowballs actually used to do 75% slowing, and if that was still the case, he would be higher up on the list. However, do you notice how much that snowball just hit in that small area? Yeah, that's because he's not a fraud splash unit like the Titan Clockman. Yeah, check out the snowball. See how it hit everything and then murdered it? Yeah, it's because it's an actual good splash. And that's why it's number 10. Low-key, one of the most forgotten Titan units on the list, the Mech Bunny Titan, who's actually also just easily the most forgotten godly. You don't see this unit get used very much at all, which is insane because it's actually a really strong unit. 45 range, the damage per second of 61,000, but also does piercing and AoE. Not only on top of this, they have their own unique and special feature where everything inside of this yellow bubble, as you can see, gets a 25% less cooldown boost for 20 seconds. 20 seconds isn't really enough to notice a drastic difference, nor is that innate ability better than running something along the lines of a camerawoman or a DJ, but it's still a pretty cool feature, and she's still pretty strong. I said she, but it's technically a he. It's at number 9. It's pretty strong Titan. Coming in at number 8 as strongest Titans is in my top 3 favorite units in all Toilet Tower Defense. It is going to be the Titan Cloverman. The Titan Cloverman does a whopping 65,000 damage and 600 with a range of 55. Not only this, he does a pretty strong AoE, but most importantly, my favorite feature about him, the reason why he's better than the Mech Bunny Godly, is because of this special Lucky Block feature. Does he have a somewhat small RNG component added to him? Yes. However, I just love this unit so much, and you basically just get passive damage from this guy. Sure, does he do the equivalent of these blocks DPS-wise in literally, like, 3 seconds? Yes. However, is it still really cool watching a big Titan Cloverman put Lucky Blocks onto a map for wall units and then having toilets run into them? Yes. Most innovative wall unit, top 3 favorite units. Titan Cloverman, I don't need to explain him more. He's number 8. Can't argue unless you want to move him up. Oh, boy, I'm not ready to pack this lunch. Oh, people are going to hate this. But coming in at number 7, yeah, I have the hyper upgraded Titan Speaker Man. Don't get me wrong, he's still good. There's just that many good Titans now on the list that makes the hyper end up falling so far from grace. He used to be the strongest Titan. It wasn't even close 3 months ago. 80,000 damage per second. However, the problem is there's this other units that do the same amount of damage, if not more, with more range. He's basically just the most vanilla DPS unit that you can get. Some people will put the UTTV higher, but this is where, in my opinion, the hyper belongs. So for that reason, he comes in at number 7 on the list. Okay, so coming in at number 6, the what the heck could you possibly have over the hyper hopeless? I actually am going to have the Astro upgraded Titan Cameraman. And let me explain. The Astro has a little bit more range than the hyper, but that's not the main reason. The main reason why is this is the most effective slowing unit in the entire game, in my opinion. It comes in the form of that unit while also doing 57,000 damage per second. So yes, does it do 33,000 damage less than the hyper? It does. However, it has a really big blast range, but that massive 60% toilet slowing makes it so strong. There's a reason why you see this unit in almost every meta build. It's the strongest slowing unit, and for that reason alone, it's the strongest Titans from strongest or weakest to strongest. This is strong. You're gonna see it in a meta build. That makes it good. That's why it's going to be number 6. I think I'm probably going to get some backlash for having this unit over the hyper, but not the Astro. Yes, I do have the UTTV over the hyper upgraded Titan Speaker Man. And the reason why is because, yes, it does 9,000 less damage per second, but it does a little bit more range. And most importantly, it has that stun time. But you can see the claws he has on his back. Those are the claws that he uses in order to do that toilet stunning, and obviously he won't do it until it's close, but he also does have a little bit more range than the hyper, which makes him ultimately a little bit better. But originally his stun time was only 3 seconds, and now it's 5. And because of the stun, and because of having a little bit more range, I think he squeaks out over the Hyper. There's definitely an argument to be made that the Astro is actually better than the upgraded Titan Cinema Man 2, and I would understand, but the units have to get placed somewhere, and that's where I decided. UTTV at number 4 or 5. Number 5. Upgraded Titan Camera 5. And coming in at number 4, I think there's really only one way to summon this unit. Let's go ahead and drop that boy down. Now we see the first unit that has a cool animation whenever you summon him in. He is absolutely goated. I mean, 90,000 damage per second with a blast range of 20. Absolutely insane. The third highest damage per second in all of Toilet Tower Defense. And obviously a blast range of 20 tiles is going to be pretty massive. And in my opinion, is what makes it in the top 5 units. I mean, how can you have 90,000 damage, be a Titan, and not be in at least the top 4? It'd be impossible. And I think the Titan Firework Man will probably be there for a while. I think this is going to be one of the most goated units that we'll see soon. But like I said, he doesn't really do AoE. It's just Splash. And so Splash is worse than AoE in some regards. But you could debate that it's better. But with no like slowing or any type of stunning or pushback or anything like that, it is going to slide him in at number 4. Top 3. This is where the big dogs come to play. And you guys should have no surprise that I put this unit at number 3. Yeah, it's the Titan Fan Man. The Titan Fan Man is hands down the best unit that just got added in the most recent update. And it's for none other than its push distance. I've never seen one single unit be able to go farther in endless mode by himself with auto skip on. This guy can literally solo up to wave 115 all by himself with auto skip on. And it's all because of that push distance, yes. So he does do a little bit more range than the Hyper. And he has the same amount of damage than the Hyper. So that alone is going to make him better. But the thing that just makes him echelons better, 4 tiers higher than the Hyper, I made a video about how crazy the difference was, is going to be that push distance. That push distance is absolutely insane, and the reason why he's able to get to such high waves. When you place a bunch of these down, you end up just pushing back units time and time again. Basically, the reverse Phantom Toilet. I've seen units get tied up in the front for like minutes at a time. Literal 5 minutes, this unit just keeps it stuck at the beginning gate. If the toilet moves too slow, it's not going anywhere. And obviously, that's why the Titan Fan Man is going to come in at number 3. And honestly, my second favorite unit right now, the Clover's 3. Comment down below what you think my favorite unit is. I've said it before. I've tried to do the final 2 units for the last 10 minutes, and I keep failing. I just want to let you guys know, the upgraded Titan Drum Man is literally too big to be placed on the old toilet city. Old toilet city. Hello, Hopeless. At the old camera HQ. Oh my gosh. Let's be real. No one's surprised to see these 2 units here. The upgraded Titan Clockman and the upgraded Titan Drill Man. The only 2 ultimate units in the game, both being Titans. Obviously, they're going to probably be the best 2 units in the game. And they're the best units in their game in their own right. So some people could argue that some other units are better. However, these in itself are the best 2 units in the game. Not only Titans, but they're goated. Either way, the upgraded Titan Drill Man has a range of 70, which is pretty big, a cooldown of 1 second, but a damage per second of 170,000. Is it single attack? Yes. However, the upgraded Titan Drill Man has the ability to literally take toilets off the map, shove it into its chest cavity, basically having a better stun than the UTTV itself, putting it back, and then doing it again, and then again, and then again, basically delaying it, making it have its own weird time stop ability in a weird way. And then obviously there's the upgraded Titan Clockman. The upgraded Titan Clockman does 175,000 damage per second, which is a little bit more than the upgraded Titan Drill Man, but most importantly, he does splash and he also does piercing. One thing that I don't like about the upgraded Titan Clockman is it doesn't list his splash, which once again, he's a fraud splash, but he does do the pierce. The pierce is real, and he has the best time stop ability in the game. He has the ability to stop time for a whopping 30 seconds. Not only does it last for 30 seconds, but the cooldown on it is only 200 seconds. So his time stop ability, not only being the best, is somewhat spammable, and it also makes the upgraded Titan Clockman himself an absolutely broken base boosted unit during those 30 seconds. So in a pinch, this is going to be your best friend. So in short, which one's number 1? Which one's number 2? Come on, let's be honest. You guys know it. the upgraded Titan Drill Man does come in at number 2. And the upgraded Titan Clockman is the best Titan unit in the game. I think you guys all saw that one coming. So that is going to be my full list of all the Titan units ranked from worst to best. If you agree with any of these at any point in time, make sure you guys drop a subscribe on the channel. And you are allowed to disagree. So respectfully, let me know what you would have changed down in the comments below. Leave a like if you haven't already. And check out the videos that are currently on the screen to check out all the more skeleton-y goodness that I have to offer. And either way, without further ado, that's going to be it for me. I'll see you guys all again tomorrow. Bye.